trying to appease a god and realize you are a god.
Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
You've been taught your entire life to be a humble and obedient servant, and ask yourself, where has that mentality gotten you in life? That's probably the reason why you're depressed today. Stop putting your fate in other people's hands and take charge. You are the co-creator of your life. And once you realize this, you start walking, talking, and acting different. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all things fitness, mentality, spirituality, and raw dog truth. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to accomplish your goals while depressed, while dealing with shit that life throws at you. I'm going to be giving you actionable tips, but I'm also going to be reminding you of who you are and wake up the fire within you.
Who I am. The question is, who are you?
I'm nobody, so leave me alone, all right?
Everybody is somebody, even a nobody.
Yeah, I think you're confused.
I am confused. You don't even know who you are.
I promise you, after watching this video, you are going to feel different about yourself and your life. If you're watching this, it's not by coincidence. You have a purpose and you have a reason why you're here, and you have goals to smash. And let me tell you something, your goals do not care about your feelings. Feelings are temporary. Being an icon is forever. Remember, you are depressed, not done. Listen, being depressed is very human. We go through ups and downs in our lives, and there is not one single perfect person walking around on this earth, or one single person that doesn't have something on their mind or problems. The difference between you and winners is that they keep going regardless. And I know it's easier said than done, because depression can cause you to lose motivation, lose for you to be even more sleepier, lose for you to even keep going in life. And that's a valid reason. I'm not here to tell you that your feelings are invalid. Your feelings are very valid. But understand that when you have a higher purpose in life, you keep going anyways. You pick back up and you say, you know what? I'm gonna back life. Life is me. I'm gonna back. What if I told you that you weren't just pooped into this world to pay bills, taxes, and die? And I know this sounds corny. A lot of people may have told you this, but let's take it back to before colonization. Before colonization, births of a child was actually extremely sacred and delicate. You see, this was more than just a woman birthing a child into this world. It was actually the practice of a soul anchoring itself into the physical realm. Before entering a physical body, they believed that spirits existed in a realm where ancestors lived, deities lived, and where there was a destiny chosen out and mapped out for said baby. This is very different than your typical birth in hospitals that are highly controlled by technology and medicine. A lot of the births were orchestrated by midwives who were particularly chosen to help the soul enter into the physical realm. And they believed that women were sacred because they were the portals between spiritual realm and the physical realm. Meaning, before you entered the physical realm, our ancestors knew that you had a destiny, a life path that you came into this world with. Your birth wasn't just a coincidence. And they also believed that with this life path would come difficulties, struggles, and lessons. See how this mindset can very much alter your brain chemistry? Because most of us were taught and brought up by religious backgrounds and school systems in America, where they taught us that you have to be a certain way and follow certain rules, or you're a failure, or you're a sinner. Imagine a baby coming into this world thinking that it's already a sinner, versus the mindset of you entering this world as a soul because you were chosen and you have a destiny. to carry out. I'm not here to tussle about beliefs or religion. I'm just simply saying, from the research that I've done, it is known that your ancestors knew that a baby coming into this world had its purpose into life. This video is to tap into that spiritual wisdom that lies in your blood. It is already coded into you. You are an icon. You have a purpose. It may be different than someone else's, but you're here for a reason, dear love. And you have to tap into that. See, let's get into it. School systems, religious systems, government systems, the things that they put in our food, the things that they put in their water, the things that they put on social media is designed to keep you distracted and slow. You spend the entire day watching news or watching social media and the internet, consuming instead of creating. You have something that you can teach into this world, something that was coded into you, something that you may change somebody else's lives. But you see, they want you to be slow. They want you to be depressed and not know your purpose, because that puts more money into their pockets. When you're consuming more and creating less, you are putting more money in other people's pockets. Say our ancestors, because this belief and this tradition of the birth of a child being extremely delicate wasn't just practiced in one culture, but it was practiced among different cultures around the world before colonization, which means that you watching this, most likely your ancestors knew this knowledge before colonization enslaved and killed us and forced us into Christianity, where now the belief came that you were born a sinner, and in order for you not to be condemned into the fiery pits of hell, you need to be this obedient servant and serve a God outside of you. Believing that you were born into this world as a sinner creates a lot of problems, because you have people that are people pleasers, a lot of people who live in fear, and a lot of people who are afraid to be their authentic selves or to follow out a dream because they don't want to be condemned or they don't want to be seen as the bad person. But one thing you got to realize is the people that you look up to and the people that you probably listen to, the celebrities or even successful people, the difference is they have audacity. They have confidence, and they keep going no matter what life throws at them. And that's the difference. When you have a destiny and you know who you are, and you are yourself despite of what other people think, because people are going to talk regardless. Jesus had haters. Mother Teresa had haters. You could probably go on the internet now and see a baby walking with a duckling, and there's something that someone has to say. You're gonna get haters regardless. People is gonna be bashing you anyways. Life is gonna be hard regardless. Whether you choose to work for somebody your entire life, whether you choose to ignore your health, whether you will choose to let yourself go, or you put the work in, life is hard regardless. You have to choose your heart. But remember, when you know who you are and your purpose, your destiny, something like a little argument or a breakup where somebody leaves you or something, it may hurt you. But when you have a purpose in life, that's not going to stop you. It's just a bad day. Feelings come and go. But what you have to do in this life before you die, if you want to become a legend and icon, you have things to do regardless of what your feelings tell you. Sometimes depression comes because your soul knows that you are meant for more, but you trap yourself into this box because society expects you to be a certain type of way, or have this accomplished by a certain age, or do this. And you are depressed because simply you are not aligned with the life that you are supposed to live. And that's why a lot of people don't even keep going. Or a lot of people turn into drugs or substance abuse or codependent relationships because they are hiding the truth within yourself, which can be very scary at times. Knowing what you have to do is very scary at times, and it's easy to lose yourself into distractions. But the more that you keep going, the more your soul is urging you to do something different with your life. And that's where depression and anxiety comes in. Or you following a certain lifestyle thinking, wow, like, you know, people are going to be proud of me, I'm going to be making a lot of money. And when you reach there, you realize, like, damn, like, I'm still miserable, I'm still unhappy. You are unaligned with your purpose in life, and you may not know what it is yet. You may have to go through certain trials and tribulations, but everything that you go through, I promise you, is for a reason. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You said you was gonna lose weight to become healthier for your children, or to lose weight so you feel comfortable when you walk past yourself in the mirror. Then a bad day ain't gonna be nothing but just a rest day. You gonna keep going. That's how people lose 100+ pounds. If you said you was gonna start that business or start YouTube content, and you know, you have it in your mind, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm going to impact lives, I'm gonna be doing something purposeful. When you come across a hater, you gonna be saying, hey, they just a hater. You feel me? When you come and you have a bad day, it's like, you know what? It's a bad day, but I'm going to keep going. Because my purpose is bigger and better than all this little I don't know if I could curse on YouTube. Can I curse on YouTube? But you gonna stick to the goals, and you gonna stick to the plans regardless, because you know that the destiny and the destination of where you're going is much more bigger and grander than all these little things that are going on. Sometimes you got to think about life as a video game, right? When Mario is trying to get the coins, I don't know, I don't play video games, but when there's the character is trying to reach the goals, and then all of a sudden there's these potholes, and there's these monsters that come to him, and you gotta fight that thing off. But you got to reach the destiny, you got to hit the level so you can win the game. And honey, if you're watching this, you are a winner. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Today, write down a promise to yourself. Write down the goals that you want to accomplish. Just narrow it down to 3. Narrow it down to 3 and write it down. Make a promise to yourself that you're going to carry it out. And all little things that come by, they're just distractions. But if you see yourself living in paradise in 5 years, you keep that mindset to yourself. Once you write the goals down and you make the promises, there's something that really is powerful, because once you put pen to paper, it's like making a contract within yourself. You can't break that contract within yourself. That's the most powerful contract that there is. Once you do that, now you got to create small actionable steps. What did they say? Rome wasn't just built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, honey. You have to lay it brick by brick. That's another problem. Sometimes we get depressed because we start the goals, but we don't see the results. It's brick by brick. But as long as you take an actionable step each day, none of it's gonna fall into place. it's gonna fall into place. You make the promise to yourself, you take the actionable steps, and you create a routine. I know that this is like now the second, third time that I'm saying this into my channel, but it really comes down to this. This is what the books talk about. This is what all the players, the NBA players, they have to practice at a certain time. The singers, they have to sing la-di-da-di-da-di-da. And it doesn't matter what happens into their life. It doesn't matter their kids. It doesn't matter. They keep going to the studio and they hold that promise to themselves. You holding that promise to yourself is respect to yourself. I don't care how depressed you are. I don't care if your room is a mess. I don't care if you're a hot mess. Have some respect for yourself. And the respect comes when you follow through what you said you was going to follow through. You are a star. You were born here for a purpose. Let me remind you, you watching this, you're probably a creative. You probably is a singer, a future singer. You is a future star. You just got to dust yourself off. You just got to dust yourself off and keep going. And you know what? If one day you need to take the day off to rest and to sleep it off or to cry it off, do it. Do it. I'm not here telling you don't do it. Do what you need to do. But after you be in your feelings, get the up. Get the up. Keep going and show people, show everyone that doubted you differently. Just when you feel depressed, you think about your haters and be like, you know what? They probably want to see me big back and slow. They want to see me broke. If you got to remember that to keep your goals alive, then do that. But don't ever break the promise within yourself. Don't ever do that. And if you need somebody that's going to be holding you accountable, and maybe you got a lot going on in your mind and you need somebody that's going to help you schedule routines in your life so you can actually accomplish your goals, that's what I'm here for. I am here as a life coach for those who want to accomplish their fitness goals, their confidence goals, or just any goals that you have for this year, because this is truly the year of the horse. Ever since January 1st, I have not been able to stop. I told myself I was going to do this today, and I'm doing it. Matter of fact, today I woke up a little bit in my feelings myself. But you know what? I know that the ideas that come into my head are divinely orchestrated. And I know that this video is going to help somebody. And knowing that what I have to say may possibly wake somebody up and help somebody else, it would even be selfish of me not to share my gifts into this world and share the motivation, because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. If you have the urge to help others, understand that that purpose is bigger than you. Okay? You have to realize that you are a God. You don't have to fear God when you are a part of God. Now, I ain't saying that you're perfect, because you are a human at the end of the day, but you are a reflection of God. And you are here to somehow share your gifts or help others or learn a lesson. Nothing is taken for granted in this life. One day you're going to be older and you're going to be in your deathbed and realize like, wow, like I could have done more in your life. If you have a talent, you know how to cook, you know how to draw, you know how to use your voice, do it. Do it. What's going to happen? Who's going to bite you? Who's going to come and hurt you? No one. People may leave hate comments. People may say like, oh, but like I said, people talk anyways. People talk anyways. You also may be surprised. I know a lot of people talk about this, but what you put in your body is also probably contributing to the depression. If you're eating junk food that has a lot of chemicals, a lot of carbs, that's going to make you feel lazy. Try eating a nutritious meal. You don't got to eat like Kim Kardashian, but have a nutritious meal. Have a nutritious meal. get some sunlight, get some movement, go for a jog, and you start feeling a little bit better. Even if you don't want to lose weight, even if that's not your goal, you are a human being. You're allowed to move your body. Your life doesn't just revolve around being in a damn desk all day. You are more than just your job. Go out, enjoy the sunlight, have a nutritious meal. I promise you, depression is going to start melting away. Look at your goals. Read it every single day when you wake up. How about you meditate? I know, that's not really, meditation and regulating your nervous system is not really a popular topic, is it? But it is something that it is extremely helpful. You give yourself 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day for you to really sit there and focus on just 10 minutes of silence, and it will do wonders for you. Okay, so I'm going to recap. Promise to yourself, write down your goals, eat nutritious meals, get some movement in your bodies, and remember who you are. Remember your goals in life, and whenever things start coming your way, have the confidence and the audacity to keep going. And as I said, if you do need somebody that's going to push you, if you do need somebody that's going to hold you accountable, or need somebody to help you organize, go ahead and send me a message, leave me a comment, and let's work together. I offer a free 30 minutes call where we can sit down together and we can see how I could fix your life. The best thing you can do is invest in yourself.